Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. Go Vikes!
Hello, and welcome to a very special edition of the One Bar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus, and this is a 2021 Minnesota Vikings 7-round ASMR mock draft. For those of you who aren't familiar with ASMR, it's a very popular modem that people like to relax and get tingles from the sounds they are hearing as they experience the intensity of these sounds. So if you're not familiar with ASMR, maybe you want to tune out now. But I gotta warn you, this mock turned out pretty damn sweet for the Vikings. I'm here at One Bar's studio because his mic is much better than mine. Mine rubs. So let's get into the Vikings mock draft. With the 14th pick, the Minnesota Vikings get wide receiver Devontae Smith. For me, personally, when it comes to the 14th pick, I feel there's about 12 elite talents in this draft, and the Vikings need to land one of them. If it's Devontae Smith, I think that is a huge score for the Vikings. Not only can he be an electrifying weapon in the passing game, but he gives the Vikings a dynamite return man. So there will be some instant impact and instant return from this pick. In round 3, the Vikings, I couldn't believe he was still on the board, but he was there, and I did not hesitate to snap him up. I got defensive end from Miami, Gregory Rousseau. Anybody who watches the show knows what a big fan I am of Russo. I love this guy's length. He's like 6'7". He's very good against the run, and he can also rush the passer. He can use those long tentacle-like arms to swat the ball out, pop it out, and I would actually be fine with him at 14. To get him at round 3 made me shit my pants. In round 4, with their second third-round pick, the Minnesota Vikings got guard Ben Cleveland. Again, another player, maybe shouldn't have been there, but he was. I think he's a day one plug-and-play starter for the Vikings. He's mean. He's nasty. Maybe he doesn't fit the mold the Vikings usually go with. But it's time to change the mold and go with Ben Cleveland. In round 4, the Vikings selected a guy who I also love quite a bit, defensive tackle Jay Tufele from USC. Penetrator. This guy is good against the run as well. I think he would fit very well in the Vikings rotation, despite the recent comments of Andre Patterson saying the Vikings don't use the 3-tech. I beg to differ, and I think they're at their best when they do have that guy who can create interior pressure. And I believe that guy is Jay Tufele from USC. With their second, 4th-round pick. And a guard, I feel, can probably start from day one. It's Kendrick Green from Illinois. Kendrick Green has great athletic ability, can get to the second level, and actually plays with some ferocity that you don't see in a lot of these cards. So Kendrick Green in round 4 would be a home run for the Minnesota Vikings. With their next 4th-round pick, and there's a lot of those, the Vikings get the safety they need with USC's Talanoa Hufanga. Hufanga's kind of wild man, great tackler, aggressive. I doubt he would beat out Xavier Woods in camp for the starting spot, but I do feel like he potentially, throughout the course of the year, could push to get that starting gig. lot of talent here. A great score for the 4th round for the Minnesota Vikings. With their next 4th round pick, the Vikings go ahead and they take a running back. And again, running back may not seem like a big need for the Vikings at this point. They have Delvin Cook, who's one of the best in the league. They have Alexander Madison, who's no slouch either. And they re-signed Amir Abdullah, but they're 17 games this year. Delvin Cook has never stayed healthy. Neither has Alexander Madison. Chuba Hubbard is who they take here to be the 3rd running back. Hubbard has great speed. Very productive in college. I think he can be a great 3rd option for the Vikings. And then Amir Abdullah can go back to his 4th option, and as the kick returner and a running back who sees the field every now and then. It's time for another sip. That's good. That's real good. All right. With the Vikings, I believe this is a 5th round, or this might be the last 4th round pick. The Vikings go with a guy who, you talk about a late riser for me, a guy I really, really like right now. I just started watching some tape on this guy. Very impressed with what I saw. He looks the part, great length, great instincts. It's Caden Stearns, the safety from Texas. I do think the Vikings will take 2 safeties. And those 2 are Talanoa Hufanga and Caden Stearns. I will be visibly excited. I guarantee you that much. I love Caden Stearns. I think he's a guy who could, probably help out with special teams year 1. But he's got the talent to push for a starting job very early. And if he stays on the roster, maybe he is the replacement. Man. All right. The next pick, the Vikings go with another one of my boys, quarterback, Jamie Newman. Newman, yes, he looked horrible at the Senior Bowl, but he was rusty. He didn't play last season. He comes in, he can run the ball, run with his legs, create plays with his legs, and he's got a rocket arm. So Jamie Newman, if he's there in round 5, the Vikings should waste little time snapping him up. Snappers. All right, 1 pick left in the Lupagus' 2021 ASMR mock draft. And the last pick is going to be a guy who I've been hearing some very nice positive buzz about lately. And that's defensive end, Malcolm Kuntz from Buffalo. Like the safety position, I believe the Vikings will double dip at edge rusher and guard. So I think they can definitely take 2 here, despite getting Greg Russo in round 3, which to me is just unfair. But that's the way this mock should go. I wasn't just writing this mock down. I actually did a simulator, and this is how things happen. And this is, to me, is pretty much a perfect scenario mock. Malcolm Kuntz just, again, plenty of upside here. You take him late, let him develop. Andre Patterson can Miyagi him into whatever he wants. And I think what he wants is a goddamn good pass rusher. So that's it. That is my 2021 ASMR mock draft. I hope I gave you some tingles and also got you excited for how good the Vikings draft could be. I really can't imagine it going much better than this did. That wasn't my intention, but here's something I clearly intend, and that is for you to keep your skull in